love. So today we are talking about how to write a love list. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what a love list is, right? Because okay, that's great, we can learn how to write it, but what exactly is it and what does it do, right? Okay, so a love list is basically like writing an order to the universe for love. And it's a very powerful tool for actually attracting things into your life. And, spoiler alert, you can actually do a list like this for any part of your life, but they are especially powerful for your love life. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So, number one, first thing that you want to know for writing a love list. The most important thing for you to do before you write your love list is to clear out your blocks to love. Here is why. Your blocks to love are in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is 80 to 90% of your manifesting, attracting, and day-to-day doing everything power. It is very, very strong. Only 10 to 20% of your power is in your conscious mind. So really, things that are in your subconscious mind are much, much more powerful. It's the reason why even though you know you should do certain things, you don't really actually do them. Or you might have a friend who is in a terrible relationship, won't get out of it, and every time you talk to them and you say, hey, your relationship's really terrible, they're like, I know. Shh, here he comes. And they don't get out of the relationship. It's because those blocks in our subconscious mind are so super strong. So that's the first thing, is clear out your blocks to love. Because the thing about a love list is that as soon as you do a love list or you do any kind of a love manifesting ritual, they're very powerful. And you actually will attract someone who is a vibrational match to where you are right now with all those blocks. So, if you have a block in you that's like love is painful, or you have grief and unresolved things from past relationships, you're going to attract someone into your life who matches those things vibrationally. If you have grief in your energy, if you're still grieving over a past relationship and that hasn't healed yet, and you haven't got some help to heal that yet, you're going to attract someone else who gives you more to grieve about. I know that sucks, right? So now that you know that, you can do something to avoid having that happen, right? So get some healing for that. Clear your love blocks, and then you can create your love list. The other thing is, be way more specific than you need to be, than you think that you need to be. And here's what I mean. One of my lovely clients from the Date with Confidence Challenge created her love list, and on her love list she said that she wanted a man who spoke other languages and who enjoyed talking, because maybe in past relationships she didn't really get that much, she didn't have the kind of satisfaction of having wonderful relationships with a past boyfriend. So she really wanted that. That was really important to her, and she put that on her list. So that's what she manifested and attracted. She manifested a man who really enjoyed talking and who spoke 3 languages. And it was great, except by kind of like the third date, she was like, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't shut up. So it was kind of a problem. The other thing was that he spoke those other languages, but it was kind of annoying because he spoke them to other people, and he wasn't speaking them, I guess, with people. It was more like, I don't know, maybe like a showing off kind of a thing. So he was annoying people. He couldn't tell, or maybe he didn't care. So she revised her love list. She went back to the drawing board. She revised her love list. Guess what? This guy stopped calling her, just kind of gradually faded out, because you can have people fade out of your life without pain. And she actually attracted a guy who does match everything on the new list in about a couple of weeks. She did a lot of work clearing her love blocks first, and then she got into this work of being really specific with the love list, and that's what she was able to create for herself. So you have to be way more specific than you think you need to be. A couple of things. Never say you want someone who's emotionally stable, because someone who has lifelong depression also fits that category, and the universe is very literal to whatever you're putting on your list. Also, don't say you want someone who is financially stable, because the same thing, someone who has always been broke and will always be broke and has no prospects for their future because they have a prosperity mindset, also fits under the category of being financially stable. So those are two things that you don't want to say. Instead of saying emotionally stable, say you want someone who is happy, who is positive most of the time, who is very even-tempered, who is optimistic, someone who is kind, someone who is compassionate, someone who makes you feel safe emotionally, and all of those kinds of things. Do the hard work, do the deeper work of finding the words to say what you really mean and what you really want. It's very important to be this clear and specific. Instead of saying that you want someone who's financially stable, say that you want someone who is debt-free. Say that you want someone who has a wonderful, successful career that he loves and that he is financially successful in his career. Say that you want someone who who delights in providing for you. Say that you want someone who has plenty of time to spend with you. Say those things, because that's what you really mean when you say you want someone who is financially stable. So be very specific about what you mean. So that's number 2. Be more specific than you think you need to be. And then number 3, don't be afraid to revise your love list. You know, the universe actually uses the love list as a teaching tool, because sometimes you don't know really what you want, right? And that can keep people from creating their love list, because they're like, I'm not really sure what I should say. I'm not sure what it should have on it. I'm not sure what I should put here, you know? And because of that, I'm actually creating a free ebook for you very soon. So if you're not already on my mailing list, then please sign up to my mailing list, because then you'll hear about the free ebook and you can get it. It'll be very much in detail about how you do your love list and take you through step by step. But anyway, the universe uses the love list as a teaching tool. So if you don't know what you want, that's okay. Put on your list everything that you can think of that you want. Look at relationships that you really like and figure out what it is that you love about those relationships and put that on your love list as something that you want for you too. Think of the kinds of relationships that you're envious of. And what is it that you love so much about what they have? And put that on your list, because you can have that too for yourself. And know that if this person comes in that matches your list exactly, that's great. And it's okay if they match your list exactly and you find that that's not actually what you wanted. So know that when this person comes in who matches your list exactly, it's okay if later on you find out that that's not really what you wanted, because sometimes that's the only way that you can know what you want, is by getting it. Trying it on for size and then going, oh wait, I forgot, I also want this and this and this. Sometimes until you experience the relationship, you don't know what can be out there for you that can be different. You don't know that there is another level of love that is possible for you. And so sometimes you will have to revise your love list, and that's okay, that's great, because the same love list that brought you that person, the same powerful tool, rather, that brought you that person, can be used again and again to bring you a new person. And you won't have to revise your love list forever and keep doing that for the rest of your life, because you will get to a certain point where you're like, this person is awesome, I love this. And also because nobody will be completely perfect. No matter what kind of a love list you make, you will still have a relationship with a human being who will be imperfect. So that's something for you to consider. Okay? So, let me know in the comments below, what kinds of qualities do you have on your love list that you think are super important and that you absolutely, absolutely must have in a partner? Let me know that in the comments below. And as always, you can always email me at askalovecoach@gmail.com. I answer every email that comes to that email address personally, and I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Mwah! Hi, love. If you are ready to clear your blocks to love, if you are ready to learn how to attract with grace and ease instead of having to chase or even feeling like you have to chase. If you want to get answers to your questions about dating and love and relationships in a supportive sisterhood of women who are just like you, then I invite you to join us in the Date with Confidence free challenge, and I will see you there.